Hello, CA Hoops fans. Welcome back. He is Rob Washburn, and I am Bobby Broyles as we continue to count down the days to the start of the college basketball season with our CA Hoops weekly season preview presented by Under Armour. Rob, we begin today on the men's side with last year's CA champions, the Northeastern Huskies.
Yeah, what a season it was for Bill Cohen and the Northeastern Huskies as they won 23 games, captured their first ever CA men's basketball championship, and returned to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1991, nearly knocking off ACC champion Notre Dame. Now, 4 starters are back from that title team, and while there's a significant hole to fill in the post, Northeastern should be right in the mix to cut down the nets in Baltimore once again.
Coach Cohen's team was selected to finish third in the predicted order of finish. Like you said, Rob, there are a lot of pieces of last year's championship team returning. One in particular, 3-year starter David Walker.
Yeah, David Walker has gotten better and better each year, and it'll be fun to see what's in store for his senior season. Last year, he averaged over 13 points per game, made a team-best 69 three-pointers, and led the Huskies in assists and steals. Now, he'll be joined in the backcourt by junior T.J. Williams, who contributed 9.5 points per contest and was 7th in the CAA in assists. Up front, it took a little while for Quincy Ford to shake off the rust from missing a year due to back surgery, but he returned to his old form down the stretch and was named the most outstanding player of the CAA Men's Basketball Championship after scoring 22 points in the title game. Also back is versatile senior Zach Stahl, who averaged over 8 points and 6 rebounds per game. Now, the biggest question for Northeastern is who can replace veteran Scott Etherton and Reggie Spencer in the post, but the answer could come from 6'11" freshman Sejon Ford, the younger brother of Quincy.
We caught up with head coach Bill Cohen at Media Day, and this is what he had to say about his senior David Walker.
Well, David's been a special player for us. First and foremost, I think he had some tremendous high school coaching. His high school coach, David Close at Stowe High School, did an outstanding job and prepared Davey for college basketball, and he was an immediate impact player for us on a team that won a regular season title. And since that, Davey has evolved into a team leader, a focal point of our offense and our defense. He does so much for us in terms of, putting points on the board, assisting baskets, rebounding, and just facilitating out there. He's got an extremely high IQ, and we're hoping Davey is saved his best year for his senior year.
Now, as we take a look at the Northeastern women's team, we welcome back Kelly McCarthy. It was a tough season for the Huskies last year as the program turned to first-year head coach Kelly Cole.
It was a bit of a bumpy start to Kelly Cole's tenure at Northeastern. The Huskies started off strong, hit some snags, but were much improved by the end of the year. And that's a good thing, as Northeastern will have a veteran presence this season. The Huskies will be tested early with a very tough non-league slate, which includes the likes of Mizzou, Fresno State, Michigan State at the Cabot Center, and Boston College.
The Huskies are picked 10th in the preseason poll. One player this team looks to build around is All-CA forward Samantha DeFries.
Samantha DeFries put together a fine junior campaign for the Huskies, averaging nearly 14 points per game and grabbing 7 boards per contest. She has a lot of length and is really tough to defend in the post. She'll be the Huskies' go-to once again. The Huskies return 8 players from last year's squad, including starters Cassidy Stewart and Francesca Sally, who were both very solid. It's going to be interesting to see how the 4 newcomers gel with the veterans and who will emerge at the point after the graduation of Amency Mercier.
Coach Cole at Media Day talking about her senior forward, Samantha DeFries.
Yeah, Sam is a fantastic young lady. I think she's done a lot of maturing over the past year as well, both on the floor and off. And I think part of what we've done with the incoming freshmen, I think, has infused a real new energy. We've got 3 freshman point guards, which is frightening and exciting all at the same time. But I think but they know what they've got inside, and I think the exciting part for them as well as Sam is the opportunity to get her the ball. So we've got some perimeter shooters that I think are going to be able to knock down and extend the floor a little bit to allow her to get a little bit more touches and a little less banged up in there.
The women's team will open up the season at home on Friday afternoon at noon, November the 13th, as they visit rival Boston University, while the men will open up with the Terriers on the road later that evening at 7. CA Hoops Weekly Season Preview presented by Under Armour continues on Wednesday as Rob, Kelly, and I break down the Towson Tigers. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.